Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Beyond Whiskey with Perez. I am your boy, Perez. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight we're doing something a little fun. But before we get into that, I need you to do me a favor. If you're watching this video, hit the like button, subscribe to my page, comment. That would be awesome. I would appreciate all of those things. So let's get into the video. Tonight, I'm doing the battle of the 10-year-old bourbons. Blind. As you can see, I got the black Glencairn glass out. Glencairn glasses out. Let me try that again. That was ridiculous. No, leave it. No editing here, people. The black Glencairns. They're out. They're full. They're not full. That'd be weird. But tonight, I'm going to just show you real quick the four that we're testing to see who comes out on top. We have Widow Jane, 10 year. We have Tin Cup, 10 year. I've heard a lot of people say they like that one. I personally have not had it, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it tastes like. We have a former Whiskey of the Year and the Henry McKenna 10 year. And then, you know, it had to be put in there. Eagle Rare, the ultimate 10 year. Not really. Maybe. We'll find out right now. I have some more 10 years of old bourbons that I didn't put in this video. We'll save it for another time. We will do this again probably. I'm sure there's more 10-year-old bourbons out there that I don't have. But what we're going to do is we're going to nose it, we're going to taste it, and we're going to eliminate, down the line until we get to number one. You ready?
Sure.
All right, let's get into this. I'm going to go right to left. First one. It's not very strong, not very ethanol. You want to hand me that napkin?
Whiskey foul.
Whiskey foul. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. That's twice that I've done that in the video. I gotta get my swirl better. I gotta watch Matt from ADHD a little more. See how he does it. Oh, that helped quite a bit. A little bit of ethanol. There's some black licorice. A little bit of butterscotch. Something minty. It's nice. It's a little light, but it's nice. I like that. Let me move on to number two here. All right, this is what I would describe as more like a bourbon. So we're getting this a lot of some hints of caramel, some leather, definitely some oak, a little black licorice on the background. That smells good. Let's move on to number three. That's different. That's kind of funky. I'm getting Cocoa Puffs, like chocolate, but it smells specifically like the Cocoa Puff cereal with a little bubble gum on the background. And almost like a chocolate milk. That's interesting. Little sweetness on this mint too. It smells sweet. Number four here. I'm not getting much on number four. Right off the bat. My wife makes fun of me because I say right off the bat a lot. I'm going to try to stop saying that as much as I used to. All right, so I'm getting some apple on this one. Some almost like oatmeal. Apple and oatmeal. That's the main two components I'm getting from this one. Something in the background I can't quite put my finger on. It smells nice. So if I had to say via the nose, I'd have to give this one the top for the nose, followed by this one, and then this one fourth. Yeah, that one fourth. They all smell good, but via aromas and what smells good to me, that one's definitely first. All right, let's go in for a sip. Let's try it on the palate. Cheers. Lots of oak, a little bit of heat, medium finish. Almost some red licorice on the palate. That's not bad. So number two here. That's sweet, sweet, wood, earthy. Little hints of almost like a red candy, almost like a licorice. It's pretty good. See what you mean by the one side being thicker than the other side. That's interesting. This one's a little thin. I gotta take another sip of this. A little thin. Some butterscotch, some caramel. The chocolatey notes that I got on the nose don't translate to the palate. There's some sweetness. It's got a longer finish. A little bit of chocolate right there. That's not bad. Let's go over to the last one here. That tastes higher proof than the rest. It's got some heat to it. Caramel. There's some almost tobacco. That one tastes hot. So the Widow Jane is 91 proof. Tin Cup is 84 proof. 84? Yep, 84 proof. Henry McKenna is sitting at it's 100 proof. It's bottled and bond, so that makes sense. And then the Eagle Rare, 45% alcohol by volume. So that's 90 proof.
The tin cup's the only one that's technically whiskey, right? It's an American whiskey,
an
not
American
a
whiskey.
bourbon.
Yeah, it's an American whiskey.
And the other three are bourbons.
Bourbons, yes. I'm gonna go through them one more time real quick. And then I'm gonna eliminate one from the competition. Maybe two. I'm gonna go this way. Go back this way. In the grand scheme of things, this one doesn't really taste like the other three. It's kind of funky. Real oaty. Like oats. Oaty's not a word. I understand that. But here on Beyond Whiskey with Perez, we just make up words. Because why not? Black licorice. This this tastes higher proof. It's got a little more heat to it. The highest proof one is the Henry McKenna. So if I had to guess, I would say this might be the Henry McKenna. I could be wrong because, it's blind. I don't know. I like this one. This one's really good. They're all good. But I really like that one. Real complex palate. You're getting butterscotch, caramel, oak, um, some sweetness. It's pretty good. It's viscous, coats the mouth well. All right. I don't need to say anything else. I'm actually going to make my ratings right now. I'm going to say, based on palate, that's number 4. You want to tell me what they are as I rank them, or do you want to wait?
Tell me your rank first.
All right. So number 4, number 1, number 2, number 3.
Funny story. He was not in here when I poured these. I poured them, I labeled them, I mixed them all up, and they still ended up A, B, C, D.
Really?
How did that happen? I don't know.
That's really funny. You sure about that? Because this is number 3. That's number 1.
No,
so you mixed them.
I mixed them all up, but
Okay.
the letters on the bottom to tell me what they are
Oh, do you need me to tell you
are
that?
A, B, C, D.
Oh, this was okay.
They're in order.
Oh, that's really funny.
I don't know how they ended up in order
Oh, that's really
when
funny.
I mixed them up.
All right, so B.
Okay, so let's go last place.
Last place.
D. That is Eagle Rare.
Okay, so Eagle Rare. We all have had Eagle Rare. We all know about Eagle Rare. We know sometimes it's very hard to get. It's an excellent bourbon. It's a little thin. There's not a lot of complexity to it. But if you like a $10 bourbon, if you like a 10-year-old bourbon for $45, that's a great price. Are you going to find it for $45? Maybe not. MSRP though, it's about the $45 mark. This is an excellent bourbon for $45. All right.
Number 3?
Number 3.
That was number 1.
This is number 3.
That's number 3?
Yeah, this is number 3.
That is the Henry McKenna.
Henry McKenna. One time bourbon of the year. Once it became bourbon of the year, price shot way up. This was like a $50 bottle, and now you're lucky if you get it under $80. I believe we paid under $80 though. I think we got it for a good price.
I think we got it for like $65.
Yeah, I think that's what I've seen it on shelves for about $80, but I'm pretty sure we paid about $65 for that. All right, so number 4, third place. First place.
Second place,
Second place.
Widow Jane.
Really? Tin Cup won?
Tin Cup won. For those of you who want some proof, on the bottom of my shopping list here, you can see A, B, C, D.
I'm going to amend that. Now that I just drank them again?
Because you know what they are.
No. I just drank it again. Third sip. The Widow Jane was definitely better than this one. So, I'm going to give second place to Tin Cup. Tin Cup, second place. Yeah, sorry, baby. You can shake your head at me. But once that third
Those
sip.
aren't the rules, man.
Yeah, but the third sip was better than the third sip on this one. I got to go with it, how I'm tasting it. I've had the original Tin Cup. I don't like the original Tin Cup. It's not that great. This 10-year Tin Cup, on the other hand, is excellent. It's fantastic. I wouldn't drink it out of this tin cup, but it's a cool little gimmick that it comes with one. If you like American whiskey, if you want a good American whiskey, pick this up. It is fantastic. How much did we pay for this?
I don't remember, and it was like 2 days ago.
It was like 2 days ago, but it wasn't that. It wasn't that much.
It was not that much money.
It was pretty affordable. So for my second place, tin cup, 10-year, awesome. That means my first place, Widow Jane 10-year, fantastic. I did a video on the Widow Jane Decadence, and the Decadence was awesome. It's aged in maple syrup barrels, adds a little sweetness to it. This right here has sweetness. It has layers of chocolate, butterscotch. It's earthy. There was some black licorice on the back end. It's got a long finish. Definitely pick this up. MSRP, I think, is about $80, $85. Fantastic bourbon. Here's the deal. My wife's looking at me funny because I switched them after the third sip. This could be number one. This could be number two. This could be number one, or this could be number two, or it could be tied. They're both fantastic. So that's my battle of the 10-year-old whiskeys. Thanks for tuning in. As I always say, I love most of you.
I love the rest of you.
Listen in.